Hey team, how are you? So today what I want to talk about is awareness and about thinking. So I believe the secret to success is in how you think. And so life materializes through action in the physical world, in the outside world. The way we deliver success is through action. But how we action things is really preceded by thought, how we think. And really all the doing is done in the thought, and the action is just a manifestation of the thought into the physical world. So if you want optimum action out there, then you need to have optimum thought in the here. And so it's really about thinking and how you hold thought that is really important. Now, I'm not talking about intelligence here, which is your processing ability, but I'm talking about how you hold thought. And so what that means is that you have two levels of thought that you need to be aware of in your mind, in your thinking. So one is called awareness, and that's what I call the observer effect. It's your awareness of you thinking. That is a higher level thought. And then you have thinking itself, which is a lower level thought. So what you commonly do, as in the thoughts that come in your head that you're not even aware of, that they just appear, and that when you are actively thinking, problem solving and all that kind of stuff, that's the lower level of thinking that I'm talking about. It's the lower level thoughts. But the higher level thoughts are your awareness, and it's your awareness that I really want to focus on. Is your ability to develop your awareness is how you're going to be able to put value into the thoughts that you have, because I believe thoughts are with property. What that means is that a thought can be either positively charged or negatively charged. Thought isn't just the thinking in itself, but it's got a charge to it, a direction to it, positivity or negativity. And it's our awareness, the higher thoughts, that filter and raise direction of our thinking. So optimism and pessimism is a reflection of the values that we have in our thoughts. So when we're optimistic, we see through a particular filter, and all the thoughts that come through that filter are optimistic, positively charged. So there's a property to thoughts. So how do you raise awareness? How do you develop awareness? Well, what I say is that, nowadays the biggest ailment we have is our lack of thinking, is our busyness, and we don't actually spend time reflecting and pondering and introspecting. And I think the mystics and the prophets, they had it right, that the development of thought comes from, first of all, pondering. So we've got to observe the universe and observe contextually our existence within the universe, and have to ask the big questions. What is the meaning of life? Why do we exist? What's our purpose? And we have to ponder over these in our head, in our thinking, and it's through that kind of process of thinking, asking those questions, reflecting, that we get contextual awareness. Contextual awareness is awareness. And so what we do is, when we get that level of awareness, we're able to direct our thinking through that awareness. And so there is an extra power, a supercharge that we can receive from, the universe, from our existence, from the higher power, when we are contextually aware, when we raise our awareness. And that allows us to basically direct our thoughts. And from our thoughts, we get, a positive charge, a negative charge. We have properties, values in the thoughts. And those with the greatest values in the thoughts, those with the greatest properties in their thoughts, they're the ones that are able to deliver the best, most optimum action into the world. So the way I feel that we can deliver optimum awareness and optimum thoughts is how, the people have said it in the past, which is prayers. And I think, excuse me, prayers is basically, I believe, a higher level of, I wouldn't call it meditation, let's just say it the other way around. I think meditation is a lower form than prayers. And if you focus on prayers, when the difference between meditation and prayers is basically that with meditation, you don't actually have to believe that there is some sort of grand purpose or that there is a higher power. And I believe with prayers, you have a level of awareness that there is something bigger out there in the universe than yourself, and that there is something bigger in life that has meaning. And in that awareness is what you connect to, and that's what I call prayer. So in your thoughts, you have awareness of a higher power, a bigger purpose. And when you connect to that awareness in your thoughts, that's my definition of prayer. And I don't think meditation does that. Correct me if I'm wrong. But what I believe is that when you have that awareness, when you connect to the higher power in your thoughts, there's almost like an opening that is created, and you get access to a higher level of knowledge, a higher level of awareness, greater wisdom than you would if you just tried to silence your brain through meditation, or center yourself, or cancel out the monkey brain, as they call it. So what I believe is that there is a dimension that you can access through your thinking that gives you access to a high level of knowledge, and that comes through, is preceded by having a greater awareness in your mind, and that awareness also is connected to you being connected to the higher power. So those are the thoughts that I'm thinking right now. I believe that our success, our journey in life is about being great, delivering great action into the universe. Our action is the footprints and imprints that we leave behind. They're the impact that we have in the world. And our impact basically is our legacy, and our legacy is what people talk about us after we have left this world, left this universe, and that legacy is our reputation. So our actions directly impact our reputation, but our actions are preceded by our thoughts, and our thoughts are preceded by our awareness. So we have to focus on developing our awareness, and so we get contextual awareness through reflection, pondering, asking the big questions. And then when we ask those big questions, we basically are gaining an understanding that there is a higher power, that there is a bigger purpose for us. And what we realize is that we have to connect to that higher power, and the way we connect to the higher power is through prayers. Prayers is that mechanism that allows us to basically connect to the higher power. And what that means is prayers is our awareness of the higher power, and our thoughts connecting to that awareness. That is the definition of prayer. And I hope all that is making sense. Maybe rewind this a couple of times and listen to it. If you like this video, please do share it. I think it's important to share videos, impart knowledge out there into the universe. Obviously, this is just my thinking, but I hope it's adding value to you. And you know, if you value this, please do subscribe so that you know, YouTube knows that the content I'm putting out there has value, and you know, they support that value by pushing my content out further to more people, and also just to be able to share this information out there. You know, knowledge is strength, and you know, if there's a ways we can increase our knowledge, that's always good as well. Talk to you guys later. Bye now.